One of the world's giants of entrepreneurs, that's Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, said it is important for young entrepreneurs to be adequately self-aware about things they do not know. What don't you know, or what do you know in terms of entrepreneur as young as you are? This is the Changemaker's Voice, and my name is Andy Pondichi, and you're warmly welcome to Andyopon Online TV, where we embark on a mission to empower ourselves, to uplift our voices, and change our world. Let's take a quote for the week. We'll be right back. You're warmly welcome back, and I'm sure you got motivated by the short quote you just read. Whatever you are doing, don't give up, still motivating, and keep going. Thus, last 2 years in 2022, almost 2 years now, I interviewed a zealous young entrepreneur from one of the universities in Accra, doing so well for himself. He's actually a breadwinner. I don't spill much beans. Let's find out who our guest is on this episode. We'll come back with more. Don't go anywhere.
Ernest Antwi is an orphan born and bred in Agona Nasaba in the central region to the late Abina Neakoa and Kwabina Yamboa, with the brand name Bima Nashu. Ernest Antwi, a tertiary student, works hard to fund his education by hawking sachet water. Ernest is said to have spent his childhood moments with his grandmother, Mrs. Paulina Duodo. Ernest's educational journey started from the Nasaba Presbyterian Junior High School, later transitioning to the Nyakram Senior Technical School Nyastak in Agona Nyakram, where he studied BTech, with an endeared inspiration from his father. Ernest is an ambitious man who is wallowing through the rumbles and defying all odds to make his resolute dreams a reality. The entrepreneur has a delicate priority of owning a pure water manufacturing company and hopes to be a brand ambassador for a manufacturer and to own a construction company under the brand name Bima Nashu Construction.
Well, guys, I'm sure you now know who our guest is. He needs no introduction, but yes, sir, we introduce him to you. That's Bemanso, the popular, famous, young entrepreneur doing so well across the streets of Accra, selling pure water in suits under the scorching sun of Ghana. Bemanso, welcome to the Changemaker's Voice. 1, 2, 3. Empower your world. Charlie, you're warmly welcome back. And before we even zoom into the cracks of this interview, as I allowed my audience to know, we interviewed you almost 2 years now in 2020 about your journey, about how you began and all that, and by the grace of God, where the Lord has brought you now. Before we continue the interview, I want my audience, especially those who don't or who have not watched the previous interview, to watch a snippet of the interview. Let's watch this video. We'll come back with more. So majority of the youth have the assertion that becoming a successful businessman is like forcing a dog to lay egg. Yeah, what's your personal experience of the story since you have your own business?
Starting business is difficult, as we are saying, but if you are ready to start, it's not difficult.
Okay.
You get it? If you are ready to start, it's not difficult. Me personally, as I started selling the water like this, as I went to the person, I told the person that I would take and go and sell it. After, when I come and do the account, take my profits and give the actual money. So you can start a business without any money, and you can. It depends on the business that you are starting.
Exactly, it depends.
It depends on the business.
So what one, apart from capital, what one thing would you tell us in starting a business with that we should focus on apart from capital? What one thing would you encourage us on?
I will encourage the audience and those that into business and those that they are willing to do business is that we have so many people that are into business. So for you to get interest or for you to get like to learn more about business, you need to get in contact with someone who is to that business.
You're warmly welcome back to the Changemaker's Voice on Andyopon Online TV with me, Andyopon Dinchi, as we interview young people, older people, poor people, rich people, people in their communities doing something inspiring to change their world and build this world that we live in. I'm sure you got inspired by the short video or actually the interview you just watched. That was the interview I had with Bemansu almost 2 years ago as he began his journey. And now it has been quite a journey. We are finding out from him where the journey has gotten to. Are there some setbacks? Are there challenges, which I know there are? We'll find out what they are. And then we'll find out where God is taking him and what the future holds for him. So, Bemansu, as
Tana
my
Sabo.
audience have just watched the previous interview, especially those who didn't know about it,
Yeah.
as they have watched it and all that, could you tell us the journey so far briefly? They know what the journey has been when it began, but could you briefly tell us how it began? Why did you just
Oh,
take up the road to sell pure and not any other entrepreneurial road that you could get
oh,
into?
okay. Thank you for this opportunity, and I'll use it to also thank your audience and encourage them to always follow, like, and subscribe your channel.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome.
So, guys, this is not coming from me. It's coming from our own Bemansu. Opa Ani Asebo. That's good.
Yeah, so thank you for the question. And for the sake of those that they know me and today is their first time coming across this video, I'm the person of Ernest MP, and but popular known on the media as Bemensu Otane Asebe. Yeah, being let's say pure seller is a quite not an easy task. And as I started, my story is circulating and some may come across with it, and it's tough, and it's not like me standing out to, let's say, that I said, okay, I want to just sell pure water, then I went to
Yeah,
sell.
I don't not cutting you short briefly there. You made mention in your previous interview, the last time we had that. You are a breadwinner for yourself and
Yeah,
not taking care of your younger
yeah,
siblings in school
sure,
and all that.
sure.
Quickly to summarize this
Oh,
summarization I'm giving to our audience.
oh, okay.
How has a journey been? Where are your siblings? And in terms of school, which will come there in a larger scale, but briefly in school, are you done with school?
No, I'm in my final year, which is now we have started my last semester, which is the second semester of my final year.
Okay, so in
Uh,
level 400
yeah,
of Accra Tech.
no, I'm doing HND, so it's 3 years.
3 years. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please.
So you are
I'm
in your
doing
final three, level
yeah,
300,
yes, please.
Accra
Enter
Technical
university.
University.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also
And
my siblings too. The one that at my back, let's say my backbone is with my mother's mom at Agunan Sabah, which is where I come from, and the last born is also with my mother's mom at Chimmanso. Yeah, so
okay.
they are all doing well. So,
And you are still catering for them, sending
yeah,
them
yes, sure,
money
sure, 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 sure.
as
Uh,
and when
yeah,
they need
sure.
it.
Even just this morning, as I'm talking to you, my backbone called me for money for her work, and I said, okay, she shouldn't worry, and she will hear from me.
Wow.
So
Wow.
still, we are doing our best.
That's big brother doing his work. May God
Sure.
continue to bless you. So
Amen.
are you the firstborn?
Yeah, I'm the
You are the
firstborn. We are
firstborn.
three. We are three in number. I'm the
Okay.
firstborn, and two. I always say that I'm the one. Was it one handsome boy, two beautiful ladies.
You are the one handsome boy,
Boy and
two
two
beautiful
beautiful ladies.
ladies.
Yeah.
Good. So I'm sure you stated it in your previous interview the last time we met
Yeah.
or we
Sure.
had the interview, but briefly in just some few words, why did you choose to take up this Piota selling journey and not any other Piota or not any other business?
Okay, the thing is, as I was into, let's say I was doing a civil engineering and I deferred being a building technology student. So as I bought the forms and I gained admission to Accra Technical University, it became quite difficult for me when it's come to payment of school fees and sometimes to feeding fee and those stuff. So as I always any opportunity I'll get, I always thank the girl that she helped me to sell the pure water Esther. God richly bless her wherever she is, because she has made me as I am
Who you
now.
are and more
Because
to become to.
yeah, the thing is, and the main reason I'm still selling the water is that how sometimes I know where I'm coming from, and where I'm coming from, I usually say that that place, that place is not good, and my mom, my dad, all my parents are no more, and we are taking care of our grandparents.
Wow.
So due to that, and I also a firstborn, you can't just sit down to just watch your grandmom to just always give you money. So you
Wow.
need to do something for yourself that will help you yourself and help your future.
Wow. You made mention of one Esther lady.
Yeah.
Could you briefly also tell us how she came into the picture? Was she the one who gave you the someone would say the prophecy to start the pure water
Yeah,
selling?
yeah, sure. She was my girl at then, which is I think
Okay.
2 years now. She was my girl at then, and I usually go to her for, let's say, food and those. She was then taking care of me at first. So one day she was like, Ernest. She used to usually call me Kobe. She said Kobe. I said yes. do you know that you don't have money on you? I said, yes. And she indicates or prescribe a certain work for me to do. And I chose the pure water, and I said, okay, I'll do. So as I said, okay, she asked me, will you do? I said, yes, I will do. Then she let me kneel down. She prayed for me. Then she told me that anywhere I was time to sell the water will get finished. And my name will go far.
Wow.
And that's how far.
So based on the submission that anywhere you sell pure water get finished and your name will go far.
Yeah.
From that last 2 years where she gave you the revelation till now, how would you assess or how would you say the journey has been? Do you think you're going somewhere? Do you think you're getting somewhere? Do you think you're doing better, or it's like the usual pure water seller we know in the streets of Accra?
Yeah, I would say that God is really doing well, because as I started, I didn't think of moving to places like this, because anything me as I was young coming up, anything I will be doing, I have a target in it, and things are really moving well. Because as she told me and I accepted it, I didn't take it just a mere thing. And I didn't say, okay, I'm just doing it for feeding or something like that. Yes, I was doing it for feeding and paying of school fees. Through that, I got one or two other people came to my aid to help me through some interviews that some bloggers and TV stations did for me. So it also tells me that I need to work hard, because something is in front of me. And now, by God's grace, I'm going somewhere.
Wow.
And I have so many plans.
Wow. So
that I want to
you
do.
could boldly say, by the grace of God,
Yes.
which I could attest to the fact that you have moved from where you were when you began a different place, and also looking forward to going somewhere else.
Yes, sure.
That's good. So we haven't looked at your journey from how it started and where you are now. What let's look also at your life as a student.
Yeah.
You just made mention that you are doing HND level 300
Yeah.
at Accra Technical University.
Yeah.
What program are you studying again?
I'm doing building technology.
Building technology.
Yeah.
How is school, and how are you able to juggle? First of all, the main focus of the business is to be able to pay your fees.
Yeah, sure.
From when you started till now, how has the process been? Have you always been able to pay your fees, that you have never been sacked, or were there times that you have been sacked from school or even in the examination hall?
As I started the level 100, that was where I was facing the difficulties when it comes to paying of school fees and those stuff. So at that time, I supposed to pay, I think, 1,800 or something like that. But because of the difficulty and those stuff, I paid only 400 cedis. And due to that, I couldn't write the exams. But God doing so good, I met a certain woman. She's a staff here called Madam Jennifer Entry. She helped me to, let's say, also plead with the school management for them to allow me to register and write the exams. So
That's in
through
level
100. So as time goes on, and as I said, the Joint News and Coach Sheldon and other people came to my aid to help me. People from outside also help. And
so now you could say that
I
you
don't
are
have
able
any
to
problem of, let's say, school fees or any other thing.
and all that. Let's also talk about your studies. As a student, I believe I'm a student myself also. Even those that are not even working at times, you find it difficult to study and all that. And when it comes to those working and going to school on weekends, juggling school and work is not easy.
Yeah,
So
sure.
let's talk about academics aside. How are you able to go through the mill of learning and being able to write your exams and being promoted to the next level?
When it comes to the academics, it's really tough. It's really tough, and it's not easy, because the course that I'm doing is not on a silver platter, because it's a let's say quite engineering course, and it's demand calculation and those stuff. So sometimes you be like, you go to work, after work you be taking book to learn. The time you realize you see that you are already gone out, and you are gone. You wake around 3, you see that you are holding your pen, your book too, you are sleeping on the book. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we are still fighting. And quite as now I'm in my final year, it's not like I'm at the higher level when it comes to, let's say, first class or something like that, but results that is acceptable.
You have. So you could call yourself, or you can call yourself, an average student.
Yeah, sure.
You are not an intelligent or an
Yeah,
A class
sure.
student.
Sure.
You're also not the lower than
less.
average
Yeah,
student.
yeah,
That's
sure.
good. And also, let's find out how you're able to juggle the your academics being a student and with the business as well, able to merge the two and all that.
Yeah, and I'm someone that always time conscious when it's come to, let's say, making a timetable for myself. When it comes to business and academics, academics
Really,
sometimes, let's say, you see that
they play.
university is not, let's say we take it as SHS that you go to school every day. You get it. Most of the time I'll be having class like, let's say, 2 days, 3 days in a week. So those days that I have class, I don't normally go to the market.
Okay.
But when I don't have class, or let's say I have class and the class is, let's say, from 7 to 12. So after the 12, I won't even go to hostel because I need to rush and go to the street.
Wow. So
Yeah,
meaning
so
you're a week,
yeah,
you're a regular student.
yeah, I'm a
And when are the
regular student.
times or days you come to campus or lectures?
The lectures mostly at last semester was my lectures was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the Monday and the
That
Thursday,
you don't come to
I don't
lectures.
come to lectures.
It's full for
Full
business.
for
And what
business.
of the days that you do come? I mean, you do come maybe close in the afternoon or
Yeah, I
something.
close in the afternoon around 3. So when I close 3, then I try and go and sell, like, I think, let's say, 5, 10 bucks speed, and
Oh,
I come back.
at the trade that you have closed, you sell 10 bucks.
Yes, 10
So
bucks, around 5, 6
what of
there.
the day that you don't go to you don't come to campus? How many bags do you sell?
Let's say the tennis, let's say, the tennis. My highest bag so far that I've sold as a pure seller is 35 bucks
Within a
a
day?
day. I started around 9 o'clock. I closed
AM.
5 a.m. I closed 5 p.m.
Wow.
That range, I sold 35
35
bucks.
bags. And those
Yeah.
selling the pills on the streets, as
Yeah,
in,
most.
do they get to that extent or
No, no,
even
no, no.
overdo that?
I've even asked most of them, those that I came to meet them in the business. Their highest is, let's say, 10, 11, 12. They haven't sell to that extent.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you made mention of the business doing well and other people coming on board to help you.
Yeah.
And if it's not doing well, you wouldn't still be in it.
Yes,
But I
sir.
want to know the cracks of the business.
Yeah.
When people sell pure water, I remember I stated in the previous interview that if I want to be a breadwinner or venture into entrepreneurship, I won't sell pure water.
Yeah,
Not
that
because
one,
I'm
yeah.
looking down on that business,
Yeah.
but I feel that's not my field.
Yeah.
I feel there's no money in it much.
Yeah.
So from where you sit as an entrepreneur selling pure water,
Yeah.
if you could break down the business to us, how it is, and in terms of the profit you make,
Yeah.
is it profitable enough?
Yeah, I'll use this opportunity to acknowledge my one of my TikTok follower, with this Kojo. Yesterday I was doing live and he was like, he let me or bring my mind on it that numbers is powerful. So sometimes when any opportunity I'll get like this, I need to brief them with the numbers that, let's say, I sell, and ask the question that you have asked.
asking.
Yeah, you're asking. Yeah, as I said, let's use that 35 bucks as an example. I buy it from the retailer. I think I buy it from them 10 cedis. When you sell it in the market, one is 50 pesos. So when you sell it in the market, that one bag you get 15 cedis. Then you give the 10 cedis to the retailer. So you get 5 cedi profit on every bag.
Wow.
So let's say that 35 bag, that day I got around 175. It's 175 cedis.
Okay.
Let's say sometimes when you are selling, you are taking the water, some will fall down in those stuff. So at the end of the day, I'll get, let's say, 160 cedis
Okay.
profit. So 160 cedis profit for a day. Do you get it? So it's profitable. People underrate that work. And I will tell you that I have a woman in the business, and she has been encouraging me that she has used the same pure water selling. Certain woman that I came to meet in the business.
Okay.
She has been encouraging me with her story. Like he said, she has been in the business for a very long time, and that's what she's using to take care of her 3 children.
Wow.
And two are, let's say, two at the university and one is nurse. That's the same pure water. So it's profitable.
Wow, it's
It's
profitable.
You won't, let's say, the thing is, it's coins. So people don't value that
Exactly.
small money.
You may think it's more coins and all that, so
Yeah,
you won't put much focus on it.
yeah,
But you're saying it's profitable because
yeah,
I remember you made mention of it being profitable the last time we
yeah, sure,
interviewed, and you're still insisting.
yeah,
So
sure.
pure water business, as some of us may open it for me, as some of us may look down upon,
Yeah,
is not an entrepreneurial business that you could look down upon. It's a business that when you actually venture into,
yeah.
it will take you a long way. And I urge anybody out there, if you are interested to do that, to take that as a business, as a start. You don't know where to end up. As a young brother or a brother here, as or started, and then today he's somewhere that he is. And let's before I want us to look at the entrepreneurial as a whole in terms of unemployment situation in the country. But before we
Yeah.
do that, let's look at we saw, or we can all bear witness on social media that you have been made a brand ambassador of
Mivak drinking water. Yeah,
Mavic drinking water. Could you tell us the journey, how it got you
yeah,
that
yeah.
deal?
Thank you. And the thing is, I will use this opportunity to also thank my one of my blogger, Deck 360. He has been doing so good for me, and any post that he posts is mostly good. The thing is, you see, during the Christmas, Efua Santua,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eduonum,
Yes,
Singaton,
yeah.
yeah, God bless her. I went there to sell pure water, and that day
Okay.
too, that night, I sold 35 bags there.
Wow.
Yeah. So through that video, he blogged me, the 360
Okay.
blogged me, and so I was there. Then I saw Crystal Rock. They messaged me and they picked my number. They called me. So it was even, I think, 2 3 months. They followed me. They have even been following me for a very long time. So as the call came, I told my management, and my manager work on it. It's not easy, but it's quite good. And God bless Crystal Rock, those that they are producing Meva drinking water.
Wow.
The water is nice, and yes, I'm a brand ambassador for
Wow,
that
wow.
product.
We really thank God, and let me shake your hand.
So
Congratulations for
thank
this
you, thank you.
feat or height you have gotten to, if I may
Sure.
put it that way. This also tells us that whatever you are doing, not necessarily putting it on social media, but whatever
Yes.
you are doing,
Yes.
where you find yourself, people are watching you.
Yeah.
People are looking. They might not necessarily put their gaze on you like this and open their eyes wide and look at you, but they could be watching you whilst
Yeah.
washing,
Yeah.
whilst driving their cars,
Sure.
whilst eating. Everything could be watching you. And when some deal, in the case of Bemansu comes, they could recommend you. So
Yeah.
I urge all of us to be mindful about what we are doing, especially with the skills we are building with our hands and all that. So, and Bemansu, congratulations on that. And we are hoping
Thank
that
you.
other deals will come on
Yeah.
board
Yeah.
for you
Sure.
to also
Sure.
go as you climb
Sure.
the ladder of success. Let's
Yeah.
now
Sure.
also look at your, if I may call, your team or people you have recruited or
Yeah.
young proteges that you are building up.
Yeah.
I saw, or we saw on social media that you now have people you are working with who dress also like you.
Yeah.
Could you tell us the purpose for that?
Yo,
Where you
so
attend that to us as
yeah,
well?
so as the ambassadorial deal came, I need to also have a family. I would say, let's say they are my workers or they are my team. We are a
Okay.
family. We
Wow.
call ourselves Bemen Show Family, and we are on all social media handles. You can follow us on Facebook, anywhere. Bemen Show Family or Celebrity Piota Sellers. Yeah,
Wow.
they also dress like me, and we are, let's say, 13 in numbers. Ladies
13.
apart,
How many ladies?
5 ladies.
Wow.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
guys,
Meaning so eight gentlemen.
yeah, 8 gentlemen,
Wow.
and they are really doing well.
I
They are
see.
really doing
I
well.
could see at times you take pictures at
Yeah,
the market. That's where you normally sell or have your customers. Then you be in a group, in a line, and all that.
yeah.
Before my next question, where did you get them from, or how did they come on board? Did you reach out to them, or
Okay.
they reach out to you?
Some are students of Accra Technical University. I
Okay.
think Mavis and Ken are students here. They are all offering HCIM, home economics and catering. So they are students, and some too. So I posted it on my page on Facebook, Bemen's U, and some contacted me, and I came in contact with them.
Wow.
Then we all come
Wow.
together to.
So briefly on that, how do you do? So you said you are not it's not a team, it's a family.
It's a family,
So it
yeah.
being a family, I want to understand it better. You're not like a boss, workers, something
No,
that you
we-
pay them.
Yeah, sure.
So you're building a family whereby you're coming as a group to go for pure bags
Yes,
and sell.
sell.
So do you pay them at the end of the day?
No, I don't pay them at the end of the day. The thing is, they get their money from the bags of
They
pure water
sell.
they will sell. And mostly I do market tour. So whenever I'm doing market tour, that one day I give them commission.
Okay, that's when they come along with you.
Yeah, market tour, when we are going for market tour,
Yeah.
I give them commission. But when it's a genuine market selling,
So each one will go for a pure water bag,
bags,
sell it. The profit
the profit,
he keeps it.
yes.
Last 2 years or less than 2 years ago, the former finance minister, that's Ken Oforiatta, made mention on a speech he was giving to a group of people at the university that young people should venture into entrepreneurial role. And up till now, a lot have ventured into it. Others have also meandering in the entrepreneurial process, as I may put it, whether they are learning the process, they are falling, but it is all a journey. We are finding out from our entrepreneurial guru, as I'll call him, that as where he sits, what would he recommend or suggest to young people out there, those who have graduated or completed school, who do not have anything to do and they are putting their hopes on the government that they need jobs? What would he suggest or advise them they should take up or they should venture into, so that they could also get some skills or entrepreneurial things to do to fend for themselves and their family? So, Beman, so what do you
Yeah.
think young people in the country should do?
Thank you for this question. And the thing is, some of us I always say all my life, they are relying on A4 sheet, which is their first class, second class. They will
I'm
always,
coming on.
yeah,
What I call it for sheet?
A4 sheet, but the certificate is A4 sheet.
You're calling it.
It's A4 sheet.
Hey, Charlie, you're calling it for sheet.
Yeah.
Wow. But anyway, because when you take it, it's still a paper as I'm holding here.
Yeah, sure.
But in other words, too, it sends
It's
you
very
somewhere
important.
to
That's
get
what-
you some exactly.
That's what I'm also
But then the day,
fighting
you know,
for.
when you spill water on it,
Yes.
it gets wet as what it will get wet. This one will also get wet. Okay, so
I'll say
A4 sheet.
A4 sheet. So they are always thinking of sitting in, let's say, a chair like as I'm sitting now.
Yeah.
They will be holding the AC remote, then turn it like this. Then they will be like, where a laptop is in front of them. That's where people, their mindset is. But I will tell you that in the morning, every morning, just go and stand by CMB around 6, 7, 8. Stand around CMB. Stand there and see the cars that will park. That those people are come to open their stores. You are the one having the money, not those that sit in office. Those office people, let's say they will go for loan and they will even deduct it at the end of the day, they will deduct it from their bank account. But those people doing their business, it's just JRA people that, let's say, they will be removing, yes, you are working for the country, you need to pay tax. So that one there. So what I would recommend for the youth is that I always say that if they don't have any role model, they should use Bemen's role as a role model, because as I enter into the entrepreneurship, it's good. And we always I will say is there, the money is on the street, it's not in classroom. That's my term. The money is on the street, it's not in the classroom. So mostly I see people posting flyers on their status. If you want this, I'll buy it for you. Those cakes and those stuff on there. It's a nice business. And if you keep on doing it, one day, someone will say, "Oh, Charlie, this sneakers, how much is it? Charlie, I need it. Buy it for me." You get it? And mostly I use this for example. If you are doing sobolo, and you know that you haven't branded with your flyer or any other thing, do it and do it well. They will, and business is all about branding.
Business is all about
branding. And don't think about huge amount of money. Say, I need this amount of money before I'll start business. No, me, I didn't start with any money. I didn't start with 10 pesos. This pure water business, I didn't start with 10 pesos. I go for the pure water. Then I do what? I go for the pure water, I go and sell after I give the owner money to to her. Do you get it?
Sure.
So whatever you are doing, do it and do it well.
My final question I'll ask is that you being in this pure water business, are you looking forward to have your own, as you're even a brand ambassador for a pure water company, are you looking forward to have your own company?
Yeah, we are hoping to have our own company by, let's say, next year. Everything is after school. Because now I'm in school, I can't add it to the brand ambassador deal then. So everything is after school. So after school, I'm hoping to have my own pure water branded Bemen's
Okay.
The bottled
So,
water,
guys,
even having a, let's say, Bemen's construction, Bemen's real estate. I'm having so many plans in mind. So we are hoping for the best.
so Bemanso, thank you so much for
You're
coming.
welcome.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And we are hoping that as Bemanso has edged us, is said that brand your business, and business is all about branding.
Yes.
Let's listen to this motivational to empower ourselves on the and change makers voice segment. We'll come back with more.
Well, just as their dreams of singing and acting may have seemed utterly impossible considering where they started, your dreams probably seem equally as unachievable. You don't know how God can do it. You don't know the right people. You don't have the money. You don't have the connections or spectacular opportunities just being handed to you. All you know is that God told you to dream. Now, all He's asking you to do is believe. You know, there's a story in the Bible of two men who were blind, and they approached Jesus asking if He would give them their sight. Well, instead of just instantly healing the men, Jesus put the responsibility back on them by asking one vital question. Do you believe I can do this? This is Matthew 9:28. Now, the key to their breakthrough was in their response. Without hesitation, the men proclaimed, "Yes, Master." Jesus then touched their eyes and gave the solution to any of us desiring an impossible dream. Verse 29 in the Message Bible, it says, "Become what you believe." See, just as those men began to see outwardly, you need to see your dream inwardly, as if it's already happened. You need to have bold faith in God's ability to do what seems impossible. You know, imagine Jesus standing before you today and just asking you, do you really think I can give you that business, that career, that ministry, that financial breakthrough, or that relationship goal? And without hesitation, you boldly say, "Yes, Lord." You don't have to know how He's going to bring your dream about. You only need to trust that He will.
Family, welcome back. I'm sure you got motivated by the video you just watched. Whatever you are doing, as Bemansu, an entrepreneur selling pure and of across edge does, do well not to give up whatever you are doing and start something. It could be anything. We have gotten to the fun segment where we play some little games, but most importantly, learn on the show as well. When we come back, we'll find out how smart Bemansu is. Don't go anywhere. Family, welcome back to the Changemakers Show with me and your pundit. And this is the Changemakers Fun Time, where we sit with young people, anybody in the industry or in community, doing something inspiring to make an impact in the world. And on the fun segment today, we are finding out from Beman Suas, he's calling himself an entrepreneur in the pure water business. To find out, for him to mention the real names, if not Oba, some names of people who are in the industry or who are in this country who are doing so well, the name of their companies, and then who mention their name. So the rule of the game is that I'll mention a company which is in Ghana, then you mention the owner or the forerunner of that business. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. So the first one I'm looking at is Caveman Watches. Who is the owner or who is the founder of the Caveman Watches?
Caveman Watches. That one, I have no idea.
No idea. Wow. Then, so Caveman Watches, the founder or the leader or the CEO, you could call it, is Anthony Jamefi. Pardon me with the pronunciation of the name. So Anthony Jamefi.
Okay,
He's the one on the screen. And then the second one is Despite Media. Who is the owner?
Despite
This one that you
Media.
should know. If you don't know, we'll ask you here.
That's why Dr. Osei Kwame Despite.
Good, Charlie. Well done. So Dr. Osei Kwame Despite is the
He's my role
founder.
model too.
Exactly. And then McDan Group of Companies. Who is the founder?
Is it Dr. Daniel McLean?
Good. Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
Macaulay,
Dr.
okay.
Macaulay. Then the last one is YN Production.
YN Production. YNS. YNS.
YN Production.
Oh, BB Nelson. Oh, this lady, I forgot her name.
Your time is taken.
This lady, I forgot her name. Oh.
Are you able to mention the Nelson? So
Nelson.
that's Yvonne Nelson.
Nelson,
So,
yeah.
guys, this is the Change Makers fun time as we learn and most importantly have fun with Beman. So we'll come back with more to finalize and close the show. Family, welcome back to the Change Makers Show with me and your Pondinchi. We interviewed Bemansu, a level 300 student of the Accra Technical University who sells pure water in the streets of Accra. As you heard him, brand your business and whatever you are doing, you can venture into entrepreneurial role or whatever it is as you are even in school, as young as you are. And as we close the show, we urge you all here to do your bit. Whatever skill you may have, you could not even have the skill, but you could have a passion to do something. Start something, seek help, seek advice, or ask for someone. As he made mention, see him as a role model. And you could also get in touch with him on all social media handles for him to help you, assist you with anything that could be of help to you. And you could also share your social media handles with them so that they could also follow you or get in touch
on TikTok, it's Celebrity Pure Water Seller or Official Bemensu. All the social media. Facebook is Bemensu and IG is Official Bemensu or Celebrity Pure Water Seller.
Good. So, guys, let's get in touch with Bemansu for him to assist you if you want to venture into pure water business or any other entrepreneurial role or business, for him to be able to guide you and all that. My name is Sandy Pondichi, and this is the Change Makers Boy Show. Let's meet again some other time on a different topic and get ourselves motivated. Bye bye for now.